Hunger Strike, Temple of the Dog. Rock on. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence, but I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah. But it's on the table, the fire is cooking, and they're farming babies, the slaves are working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry, yeah. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. Oh. I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Oh. But it's on the table, the fire is cooking, and they're farming babies, the slaves are working. And it's on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. How about stealing bread? How about stealing bread? I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, I'm going hungry, Thank you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I know it's early for me to be streaming. People probably are going hungry, at least in my part of the world, because it's lunchtime here. But, alright, 3 things before I start. Well, actually, I guess 4, because I want to welcome everyone to the chat. Welcome Vex, Most Worst, and Shinsquala by Jorno Paisano. Alright. Number 1, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the bomb-ass fried rice interview. To be honest, I was nervous as hell. And I probably sounded like an idiot to Wes. Because it was his idea, and like I wanted to do it the way he wanted and upload it like how he wanted it. So I just felt like, yeah, so that's why I asked them like a ton of questions. So yeah, I probably seemed like an idiot, which I don't think I'm as dumb as I seem, but maybe I am. Um, but anyhow, Heisenberg, Lauren's DNA, welcome. Shin, so Italian, so Italian. I can't do the I can't do the exaggerated anymore. Um, because I am currently working on my voice, so that's pretty cool. Um, let's see, what was the three thing? Okay, that was thing one. Thing two is actually I think yeah, thing two was I streaming there earlier. I was pretty sure. Thing three is today we were looking at the Jorrun Kennedy live stream because things about Kennedy have came out recently, and now I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about her. So, you know, which is nice because to be honest, and this is not just me like, you know, reflecting or whatever. I always kind of found her annoying. Her voice and just like how she'll go on and on and on. And she's especially annoying in the stream. And she says like she knows that people were like trolling the chat, but I don't believe that for a second. Um, so yeah, so they're both terrible in the stream. And the times that I did look at this, like I wanted to be nice, right? I don't want to be mean to someone that doesn't, and maybe I don't, maybe I'm just too nice, even though I think I'm a bitch. And maybe I shouldn't feel this way, but like, if they haven't done anything, like I don't want to be mean to someone. I just kind of ignore them if I don't like their content, um, because it just doesn't seem right. But yeah, but like I said, like if I liked her content, I would say, but no, I was not. I was not a fan of Kennedy. No, it didn't necessarily felt well. I mean, like it was your idea, so I didn't want to do it my way. I felt like that would have been. I don't know. I felt like that would have been rude. And they're both. And as I said, like yeah, I got you, Vex. Um, so this is like probably Jordan's worst stream technically. Like I think he's the grossest in the one he did with Danny G, but like in terms of like everything else, like I do feel like this is like the worst stream because it's two people. Cause like Danny carried that stream, but this is two people that it's supposed to be a lot about Lorne. Kennedy wants to talk about fucking Jason Blaha, and Jordan wants to talk about being Latino, and he's all starstruck and everything. So there aren't two different sides. Um, they're completely construct. Um, they don't click well together at all, and it's just like it's art. Honestly, it's so bad that it's art. This is a 3 hour live stream too. So supposedly this was supposed to be a stream about how Lorne is a beta, but yeah, this isn't much of a Lorne stream, and neither of them really seem to know much about Lorne. Uh, so yeah, maybe that's just my take. Oh, the interview. I don't know if you've heard it, but there was a song by a singer who was in like the same kind of singing community as Steer Music, and he decided to make a song like based off of Jordan. So yeah. Anyhow, I should get started on this. One quick second. And this is
Subscribe. Hunger Strike, Temple of the Dog. Rock on. I don't mind stealing bread
Westmost
from
donated
the
$3.
mouths of
What
taking-
part of Texas are you from? Is that a rooster in the background I hear? Please tell your cat to shut her whore mouth. Final question. Who in the hell is Jason Blaha?
I'm not from Texas. There is no roost. You might have heard the toilet flushing. That's not me using it, but that just happened. Please don't. I don't have a cat. And, Jason Blaha is I think he's the owner of the manufacturing company that makes Clobber's paper bags. That's just what I believe.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, 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 friends. How you doing? Hi. 3 viewers, 3 likes. Nice. Off to a good start. How's everybody doing? Can you all hear me? Do I sound good? I hope I sound good. Let me see.
That is that is supposedly chicken pot pie. I don't know. Doesn't. Yeah, I don't have much to add to that.
Got my man Spencer Silvera in the chat. Thank you. My man TCAP, awesome.
No, I can't cook. I've never cooked in my life. Sorry, sip of water. I never cooked in my life, but I wanted to I feel like if I did cook, I wouldn't take a picture of it and send it to someone. I don't feel like I would be proud of that. I mean, maybe I would, because it would be like my first like time cooking, but like if it wasn't, then it would not be. But I don't think I would take a picture of that because it would look terrible. The only reason why he took a picture of it was to impress Kelppill, which is weird.
I'm awesome. Scarlet Ebony, mwah, kisses. Clobbering time, yes. All right, alpha male energy is just increased. Euroefficient Dawn contest. Hello, my European brother. Orange Clock Productions is Buttnut Jones. Okay. So, here's the situation. I was going to be doing this today with Kennedy. That is still the plan. But I think she's having a little technical problems on her side.
Why not just hold off, then, Jorrun? I mean, if the plan was to stream with Kennedy, why not hold off? Like, wouldn't that have made more sense?
Which
Or just do it another day. Just stream by yourself. And it'd be like, hey, Kennedy, can we do it another time? I'm going to go ahead and stream by myself. If you really wanted to stream that bad.
6. Because I really want to do this with her. She's cool. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. Commentator, I hear you. Can you hear me? I'm afraid I can't. That's how it goes. How does everybody like my cute little thing I came up with here? My little photo manipulation. Yes, I made Lauren responsible.
It's photo manipulation. It looks terrible. Which I mean, I can't say much. I don't think mine turned out the best this time. My photo manipulation. What was I saying? Yeah, the facts. I don't know if that was the first. I think he got excited because he loves that walk. It was the first time he cooked since COVID. But yeah, I think he got excited because he loves that walk. If TCAP Recipes was here, I would ask him if he sent it to him, but I don't think he did.
For evils, for original sin. I think I read in the Bible where Adam says, the woman you made me caused me to do this. This is all your fault, not mine. And I'm like, wow. The original blame. The original pass the buck. It's perfect for Lauren.
What a beta.
TCAP says like a new content dropping tonight. Well, plug it, why don't you? Want to see that? Let me see here. I wreck everything. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Globus says Kenny should fire Vincent. Okay, I'm going to try to get her on now.
Honestly, the technical difficulties, the incoming, that's the best part of this stream, and of course all the donations and just the Jason Blaha talk. It's funny because like Jorrun gets so pissed about it. She said like she knew people were trolling, but honestly, I think that she really thought that people were that interested in Jason Blaha.
Ooh, how exciting.
Ooh, how excited. What the fuck was that?
This is a real professional.
What was that? It was like... It sounded wet, whatever it was.
This is a real professional live stream we got here going on, everybody. Don't get too spoiled.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Adam and Lauren both naked at the same concert. Oh, here we go.
Why doesn't Jorrun talk? He's just letting it ring. Like... What?
Precious, are you there?
Jesus Christ, Jorrun.
Alright, did this work?
Yes, I can hear you nice and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry. I didn't realize what time it was. I was in a metal tinned roof building, so I probably just did not have any service.
Oh, okay. We had a little miscommunication there, and it's not because of either one of our accents. Lol.
As I've said it a million times. You can't hear her? Oh, I was just about to say that. I've said it a million times, like, Jorrun is all over the place, so if I would have to constantly move it up and down. But, I mean, I can turn it up. It's negative 12. I mean, it's negative 12.5. I'll turn it up to 10. I can't even hear Jordan at all. He got loud and then he got quiet. Like, yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hang on. Why is it saying speaker? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Alright, awesome, excellent.
Great. Lone identity here.
Let me know if you guys need me to turn it up or down. Like, I'll do it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. She actually did a Jason Blaha stream that night, her own channel, and claimed Jason Blaha personally took it down. Yeah, I know. The Most Worst channel has been doing Kennedy videos lately, because Kennedy wanted to do like a DinkNet style video and she never did. I mean, which is probably like her best idea ever, just for the meme alone. So yeah, I feel like I'm saying a lot today.
Mr. Penis, that's me.
What'd you say?
All right, we got quite a few people here today. Precious Clobbering Time is here. Uh-oh, he says he can't hear me very well.
Yeah, I can't hear you very well either.
All right, let me turn my mic up. All right.
Not enough snorts and desk movements. I actually do like sniff at one point in the interview. I've noticed that whenever we were watching it back. But like, it wasn't cocaine. It was seasonal allergies.
All right, is that a little better?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you pretty good. All right,
Awesome.
people, got some real professional live streamers here. You're definitely getting your money's worth.
No, I've already told you. I'm coming for Clob's most unprofessional streamer.
Klob, she has thrown down the gauntlet. How will you respond? She's going to take that away from you.
By the way, I just noticed earlier before starting this that Sear Music is at 97 subscribers, so they're like 3 away from 100. You guys should do something about that.
All right, I'm just going to address the chat, and then we can get started. Let me see here. Eric, everything is here. Lorne Identity, Scarlet Ebony, Eurothon contest. Are you comfortable? Are you ready to make it happen?
Oh, yes, I'm always comfortable.
Awesome, awesome. Is it cool if... Oh, I'd just like to tell everybody this. Everybody, which is... If I ever ask a question you don't want to answer, or if it's too private, you just tell me and we move on to the next thing. That's my universal rule.
I'd probably just either go balls out and answer it or give you some ridiculous answer either way.
We can't lose.
No.
How you feeling today? Are you comfortable with talking about your condition, or...
Ugh.
I love how Jorrun says pregnant. Well, actually, it's fucking weird, but it's funny at the same time. He calls being pregnant a condition. It's like, what?
I was actually, the reason I was late was because I was trying to find clothes to dress the bump.
So for everybody out there, my new friend, brand new friend, Kennedy is...
She just lied because earlier she said that she was late because she forgot what time it was.
5 months pregnant, so, you know, she got them things going on.
I'm 5 months pregnant in the Mississippi heat. Pray for
Oh!
me.
Ugh. Yeah, you have all my sympathy there. So, let me see. Yap Yap is here. Oh, Andrew Burkett! Fucking awesome! Thank you, Andrew. So glad you're here. This is very cool. Clobby says no one puts Clobby in the corner.
Clobby, you will go in the
He didn't say his name right. It's, you really are ours.
corner and you will like it. I know you're older than me, but
Did you ever watch the movie,
Dirty
shit, what's...
Dancing.
No, that is the one he's going, but I was going with none. Did you ever see, shit, the golf movie?
Happy Gilmore?
No, the one with, Rodney Dangerfield. Caddyshack.
Oh, yeah, Caddyshack. I love Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. You'll get nothing in
Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Callie.
like it.
Yes.
You can owe me the money. You'll get nothing like it.
You know they came out with a Caddyshack too, but none of the original cast came back, and it was god awful.
Yes, they basically strong-armed the great Harold Ramis, and when he heard that Rodney was going to be there, and they're like, we're getting Jackie Mason, he's like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Okay, so, to get started, let me just say, so part of what I want to do, everyone please let me know, I am fooling around with the levels here. Please let me know if you can hear both of us, or if either one needs to go up. Mm-hmm. So, right. Why don't we start with you giving...
Oh, he had no fucking idea. He would fuck it off if anyone said, oh, someone's too quiet.
You are my guest, and I get a nice link to your channel. Everybody please subscribe.
I've never streamed with anyone on this channel, so I don't know exactly how that works. Like I guess you can do it on Skype, change their volume. But I don't know how he could, well, I guess it would be mic volume on his end. Never mind. Mic volume and output audio. I'm an idiot. Never mind.
But, if you want to talk a little bit about your background, how you discovered Lorne, and then we can start going on to the more current stuff. About the trailer and the RSO pick. Whatever you want to talk about.
I guess I came around in a roundabout way. So
me too.
I loved watching trash TV. It is a guilty pleasure. Like some women just love trash TV and like.
God damn it, Jorrun! You almost made me fucking choke her by water.
Talking.
I think I lost you. Hello? Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I lost you for a couple seconds.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Alright, I lost you for just a few seconds. And did I just lose you permanently? Whoa.
I don't think so.
Okay. Reception is not that great there.
No, Mississippi is, no.
All right, Precious, go ahead. You were saying you came to the church in a roundabout way.
Oh, I love trash TV, so I love watching, like, the trashy Judge Judy flips and stuff.
How is she from the South if she's in Mississippi? What?
Like that.
Oh, me too.
So, with that, I saw, like, on my recommendeds, a guy named Mr. Gigi.
Nice.
I was like, And it was the Predator Chronicles. It was like the first Predator.
Yeah, didn't she tell, Wes, didn't she tell you that she was from Texas?
I was like, might as well, you know, what I got to lose besides, like, a few minutes.
Maybe she's from Texas but moved to Mississippi? I don't fucking know. That's weird.
Yeah.
And so I watched it, and I remembered To Catch a Predator from, like, when I was a kid, but, like, not that often did I watch it.
Okay.
And so that was my first introduction Well, from there, I got a recommendation for Clobbering Time.
Wow, you went
And I
right
watched a
there.
few- Yeah. And
You went right there, that piece of shit.
so, like, off of that, I started
That asshole. That asshole that needs to shut off.
watching more and more content by more and more of the people. And so, like, I didn't know who Lauren was until, like, episode 9 of the Predator Chronicles. Everybody would, like, allude to this guy named Lauren, and I was like, oh, I don't know who that is.
So it's interesting that you mentioned Mr. Gigi, because I missed the first time around. I didn't watch To Catch a Predator at all. I didn't have a TV at the time, but I knew about the show because there were a bunch of like comedy FMD.
Hold on, what, Wes? Didn't she tell you that she didn't watch To Catch a Predator whenever it was on at the time? Like that's how you show that you're like a pathological liar, whenever you can't keep your story straight about trivial shit.
DJs who would reference the show and make jokes about it. So I didn't know Lauren at all. And then years later, I discovered Mr. Gigi. So almost everything I've watched from To Catch a Predator and all my knowledge about each predator comes from Mr. Gigi. It really does.
Same. Except for my knowledge on Lauren. My knowledge on Lauren and Westerbeck, and there's a few others that I found out more knowledge after
Mr. GG.
the fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same
But-
thing.
And then I think it was one of the Lornmas streams. I was in the chat, and of course I was just clowning.
Like me.
And Andrew and Adam, I think, were hosting the chat because I remember they were in there. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been on Adam's old channel before, or Andrew's old channel before it got taken down.
Uh-huh.
So this has been 2-3 years.
Oh, I'm a
And
baby
so-
compared to you.
And so they were like, "You want to come on?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll talk shit." Club happened to be.
Yeah, no, Vex, that's racist. Anyway. Yeah, he has like 3 different stories of how he came in to like TCAP. First it was DNA. I mean, sorry, DNA's in the chat, sorry. Not DNA. Danknet. First it was Danknet, and it was also like Frederick Knudsen, and it was like, and now I guess it's Mr. GG. I'm pretty sure Base Shaman was one of the first ones he watched. I don't know. Like Jorrun's a pathological liar as well. So yeah.
In the chat. And so from there, afterwards, Club was like, "You need to make your own channel.
Wow, very cool.
You're funny."
Very cool. So, I'm gonna address the chat briefly. I'd like
And
to do.
that is how I came into the
Which is weird because he uses the A sound whenever saying clobber. He calls him Klaba.
church.
Very cool. So I just want to address the chat. My brother, Katie Kev, is here. He says, I watched the space shuttle go up again.
Aw.
Maybe someday they can take Lorne and any like him and inject him into deep space someday. Fingers crossed. Ah. Yeah.
Hey Danny, welcome to the stream. Your pizza rolls are ready. That's fair. I mean, I think that's a bit off-brand for Jorrun. I don't know if Jorrun. I don't know if that relates to Jorrun anyway. Pizza rolls, but yeah, pizza rolls are good.
Yap is here. Hello, my darling. We got at least 15 people right now,
Darling
Precious.
Lily, yep.
We have at least 15 people right now, Precious. This is
I cannot eat. Whoa! I don't know what happened to my voice there. Voice crack. I cannot eat mac and cheese without thinking of Jorrun anymore. He's ruined it for me.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm a smaller channel.
Those cane sandals? Nice.
So, what I wanted to ask you, actually, let me just check one thing first, and then I'm going to start getting some of your opinions. I wreck everything. Adam, if you're still in there, please let me know, because there's a little story I want to tell you. But, so just to let y'all know, first of all, shout outs to Mr. Westmos. Wes came to me earlier this week. Wes has been, excuse me, got a burp. Excuse me. Mr. Westmos came to me about a week ago.
That was the oddest burp I've ever heard.
And he came to me and he says, you and Kennedy should do a live stream together. I'm like, I don't know Kennedy at all. I says, we were briefly on, was it Clobber's live stream or Andrew? Was it Clobber's?
Andrews.
Thank you, Andrews. See, there you go. And she seemed cool, and I've subscribed. She doesn't really post. And he's like, no. He goes, you guys, I think you'll have a dynamic similar to me and Baked Salmon. He says, you guys are similar in some ways and very opposite in other ways. And I'm like, well, I'll give anything a try, and plus I really like the chemistry they have, so if I can have that, hell yeah, I'm in. So we started talking yesterday, first conversation ever. We went for 2 hours. I think I can...
My chat is always great. I was afraid no one would show up, considering that I did this at a different time. Without announcing it or anything. I just had some time now that I pretty much knew that I wouldn't have later today, and I'm gonna to be honest with you guys, like I was kind of getting burnt out during the Jordan stuff, but then like the Kennedy stuff came out, of course my interview came out, and there's other like new Jordan content coming out where it's like I got sucked back in all over again. This is a rabbit hole that I don't think I'm gonna escape from anytime soon.
Speak for Kenny when I go, it was effortless, it was fun, we did a wide variety of topics.
Okay. Have a good day, Shen. I guess he was saying that he had to burp because he was in the middle of talking.
And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling comfortable now, because I get nervous. But, now I'm just anxious.
Anxious little princess.
Before we go in there, Adam is there. Adam, I want to tell you something you don't know, because I very much believe in thanking people and passing it forward. I'll give a very, very abridged, story about how I came into the church. And what happened was, so it's going...
Why the fuck would Adam care?
From one channel to another. Frederick Knudsen. He got me into Chris Chan. Chris Chan got me into Base Shaman. I like to call Base Shaman the gateway drug, because everybody finds out about Lauren through Base Shaman.
Well, almost everybody. I found out through Mr. Gigi. I think, like, Base and...
Whenever he was too busy going, wow, and doing, like, whistling and stuff.
...was almost like the gateway drug for a lot of people. But when his last channel got taken down, and he had to start doing more, like, friendly content for YouTube...
Right.
Mr. Gigi's was still up, so...
You know what? I do believe that the genie Base Shaman theory... I think that that's true, because Jorrun Genie's obsession is like way worse than I think a lot of people realize, and like even I realized before I started doing content. Like I knew it was bad, but it's like a full-on obsession. Like he lives by that shit, anything related to genies, like, that's what he's into. Like, it's fucking weird. People with people with, like, foot fetishes are not that bad. Hi, Honest.
A lot of people were finding out through Mr. Gigi.
Got you. So what
So, like, there's now the great divide.
Well, I know what side I'm on. But I discovered Bass Shaman. I was in his channel and then not as much in. I found out about Lorne. And then later on came back to Bass Shaman. I was so interested. I was like, I wonder if this guy's ever done any interviews. I found an interview on a channel called I Wreck Everything. From there, I discovered Mr.
DNA, I don't know if, I don't know if you, I can't even get it out. I don't know if you mean a genie fetish or a foot fetish, but either way, I agree.
Andy Burkett. So we're drawing a straight line here. I have been a subscriber of Andy. I've done work for Andy.
A lot of people don't want to kink shame, but not me. Fuck that.
Andy, I wrote the Teaching Your Children About the Church of God for Andy, and I've been on his live stream. So I just dropped this bomb in Adam's lap. Adam was part of that. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think from finding Andy... No, I don't think that's when I found Clobber.
Wait, now Adam is the way that he got into Jorrun? What?
But that was part of me liking Clobber because,
Even though before he said it was like Bass Shaman, he said it was like Danknet. Oh my... Jorrun, get your fucking story straight.
They did an interview with him, I believe, and then I learned about Betty, and one thing led to another.
I really do think that Jorrun was like trying to find he was like trying to find the best like answer that would stick well with the TCAP community. He was like or like be like relatable or whatever, where they were like, yeah, Jorrun, that's how I found it too.
One day I went to
Well, in fact, that's because he's in the chat.
Clobber. I said, I'm getting all these crazy ideas for content, but I'm nervous. Do you think I should start making content? He's like, absolutely. People are starving for content. If you're gonna do stuff that's more, that we see less of, like songs, sketches, people will love it. So...
Did Clobber actually say that?
You know, that's pretty much the line with me. And Danknet, I didn't mention. Danknet is the biggest reason why I'm a Lornographer. Because he kept releasing...
Me some Danknet.
He is the best. I don't think he's even technically a Lornographer, but he is the most important person in my evolution. Because I kept pulling away and he kept pulling me back until I'm like, okay, no mas. I'm a Lornographer now. I'm a member of the Church of God. I give up. Thank you, Canadian.
He was the one who introduced me to Blahatism.
Really? Are you big into that? I don't know too much.
Yes, I have fallen down the Blaha rabbit hole.
Oh, man.
Oh, here it goes.
I fell down the Lorne rabbit hole because they are
Really?
very similar people.
Ooh, tell me a little more. I know he brags and lies quite a bit, correct? And he's this big guy?
Yeah, so I'm going to have to start you off the beginning.
Okay.
So
We'll do this for a little bit.
Literally the only thing that I know about Jason Blaha, and this is no joke, is that he has a Kiwi Farms page. And I guess he is like a bodybuilder or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Run down real quick history. He lurked a lot of online forums spurting utter bullshit about how he used to make supplements and be able to...
I tried reading it, like, just because it's mentioned in the stream, like the Kiwi Farms, and just like tried to see if I could get into them, but no, there's nothing there. It's the most like boring. If he's even considered a lolcow, he's like the most boring lolcow I've ever seen.
Fool any drug test that any major league player would have to pass and all this shit. And then he got thrown out of a lot of those places that he was sputtering this utter bullshit. And then he went to David Icke's, where he was welcomed. He claimed to be a CIA member with black magic training, and
Oh, shit.
yeah, and that he was a part of the reptilian overlord race.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This guy's no joke. Or rather, he is a joke.
I need Jorrun just like interrupting me, just laughing at everything, even if it's not funny.
Could you get me a sneaky snack? Yes. Okay. So
But unfortunately, that will never happen because Jorrun ran from my love.
sorry, I was giving my husband something to get me while he went inside.
Hey, you're pregnant. Baby comes first. I understand. Get yourself some pickles or whatever. I understand. No need to explain or apologize.
Okay, so then he got kicked out of David Icke's for trying to start a coup.
Now, who is David Icke? I don't know who that is.
David Icke's is a website based off of conspiracy theories. It's
Okay.
still up. Also, you can look at his old Dark Eternal account through the Wayback Machine.
No, if that's not what you want to talk about, if you don't want to talk about Jason Blaha and you don't want to talk about that, why keep asking questions, Jorrun?
I love the Wayback Machine.
Yes,
Jason Scott, big fan.
Yes, the best place you can find anything on Jason Blaha is the Fit Miss community.
Wait, so Jorrun knew about the Wayback Machine, but like he didn't think that people would find shit about him? There's shit on there, like just using the Wayback Machine that you couldn't find anywhere else about Jorrun. I found the real reason why he decided to join the DeviantArt, why he decided to join DeviantArt, and that was way back in 2004. So he had his DeviantArt account from 2004 to 2020. That's insane. I don't think I've ever had an account for that long of anything.
Online under the Genovapedia.
Okay.
And I know a lot about Jason Genova too.
Oh,
because
he's
I found out-
hilarious.
Okay, so if anybody in the chat, this is how you find out about if anybody else is a piss trooper. Just yell, "It's sick. It's piss."
What is the order he always puts out when he wants people to get doxxed?
An Order 66.
Order 66.
Yes, from Star Wars.
Order 66, bring me Burger King.
I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, I knew that's Star Wars, and I knew Jorrun's a Star Wars fan, I guess. Jorrun probably likes the sequel trilogy. Just because he has terrible taste. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. What was the third thing? So the reason why Jorrun blocked me was because, like, I followed him because, like, I figured that would give me, like, more content on my timeline. But I was in, like, a TCAP page as well. So I that's why he blocked my one account. Because he blocked two accounts and then he made his thing private. But I didn't think that he would look at who was following him, so Jordan knows what I look like. So yeah, and that TCAP page, they are like the biggest simps for PP Alex. Like I was like, oh my god, and I called them out on it, and I just got like called like the most like nastiest names. I'm like, I'm not allowed to not like him, or else, you know, or someone's not allowed to like him, or else they get called like a woke SJW feminist, and it's like, no, it doesn't have anything to do with politics. He's just an ass, and he's terrible. Like he's terrible at interviewing. Like all he does is like make fun of. Like if you go back and watch the EDP thing, all he does is like make these dumbass fucking jokes. That's a side rant.
So it's order six. No, that is for people who don't do what he wants. So it's like order 66 so and so. Okay, so but back to Jason.
Yeah.
Blaha, not our piss lord. He quickly found out, or he came to YouTube where he started showing his 5x5 program on ice
I don't blame Hanson. I fucking hate Alex.
cream fitness. And there's a
Well, hate's a strong word. But yeah, I strongly do not like Alex. Or, well, Alex specifically, but I don't really like any of the like Predator, whatever they're called. I don't, the freelance Predator hunters. Yeah, I don't really like any of those, but there's no like person per se that I don't like. I just don't like that kind of content, and I think like it's doing more harm than good. And I think like it's a lot about like attention on the person, but like besides like PP Alex, I don't really know any of them.
there's not a lot. Okay, so there's different ways you work out based off of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to just be fit.
You know, I think the fake laugh, I think that's just something that he did, because I think it's just like like yeah, like that, like how I say like or it's just to fill the air. I feel I'm trying not to do it. Because I have an uncle who like does fake laughs like that, and that's what I'm basing it off of.
Some people want to throw weights around like a fucking beast. And some, like there's different things.
No necks.
Yeah, like there are different training exercises for what specifically you want to be able to do. Anybody who's ever worked in any fitness or even worked out knows this. And there are bad ways to work out.
Oh, definitely. You can really seriously hurt yourself.
Well, that's what happened with him. He ended up tearing his...
See, Euro had terrible taste too, like in that shit. And then he was an asexual man that wanted nudes from people.
His right bicep completely off his bone.
Holy shit, that takes some effort.
Mm-hmm.
That's failing professional level.
I don't know. I'm feeling like a bitch today, but I don't even care. I'm having fun.
Yes, and then and that's when he moved from bodybuilding to powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing that happened during this time was the fake dream sellers. People who are or were.
Yeah, Jorrun is so bored. I hate the pardon me's too that Jorrun does. Like, just interrupt. I should have. If I could do like the interview over again, I should have done like the pardon me once.
Roided up as fuck. Like, and just sit on TRT.
Like, I mean, it's just natural how people talk. They talk over each other. They know whenever it's their time to talk. It's as long as you're not like talking over each other constantly. But if you're actually adding in something or whatever, that's just natural. That's much more natural than having to ask to talk. I wonder if he does that in real life too.
Saying that if you just take this shitty supplement, you can be like them.
Oh, so unethical. Fuck that.
Yes. And him and his reptilian black magic training decided. Yes. Decided that he was going to start calling out these people who were just using their YouTube channels to basically sell these supplements.
Not me, fuck that. That's what I was thinking of.
Except he called out Lane Norton.
I completely missed that the first time that I watched the Danny G stream. That just completely like went over my head, and it wasn't. I was the first person to stream that actually, and it wasn't until other people started streaming it that it caught on.
And basically, somebody threatened Lane Norton.
In fact, Heisenberg is the one that made it catch on.
Newborn son.
Shit.
And wife.
Classy.
Based off of what?
Because no one wanted to stream that for some reason. I don't know. And then people like ran out of Jorrun content, so they had to all, stream that.
Blaha had put out on him.
Wow.
And Blaha lived in the UK at the time. So, of course, Lane Norton sued his fucking ass. Well, he had claimed that
Heisenberg is hotter than who? Not me, fuck that.
he was an ex-CIA mercenary.
Oh yeah, confirmed kills and all that nonsense. I read that from
Yeah.
Danknet.
Yeah, confirmed.
Stolen valor and all that.
So, yes.
He read that from Danknet? Doesn't Danknet make videos? You don't read videos.
So, but after the, Lane Norton has never gotten any justice for what happened to him.
Wow.
Because Blaha didn't even show to court. He claims he did, but he never did. Never showed. It ended up costing Lane somewhere between like $30,000 and some odd dollars, and somewhere else. Like, it was a lot of money to send him a cease and desist.
Uh-huh.
So, Lane never got any justice. And around this time, a whole anti-Blaha movement had started. Because people had started figuring out times where he had contradicted himself or just straight up
That's a good idea, Danny.
lied and just things like that.
Okay. Excuse me.
So,
Princess?
Jason Blaha did not. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just wanted to interrupt for a sec. Excuse me.
Okay.
I just want to pretty
Sorry.
soon... No. This is interesting, but I just want to pretty soon
This is interesting. He doesn't even give a fuck.
roll back to Lauren, just because I know people want to hear our opinions on that.
That's the first time. 25 minute, 38 seconds in is the first time Lauren has been mentioned this entire stream. On a Lauren stream, it took almost 30 minutes for Lauren to be mentioned. What?
Oh, yes. Long story short, Jason Blaha is a lot like Lauren. In fact, he is an actual confirmed internet.
Oh, you broke up. An internet
He's
what?
never been to jail for it, but we can.
He's an internet
He's
what?
an internet.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Not only has he stolen valor.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Not only has he stolen valor, he is an internet predator.
Really?
Yes, we have
Holy
proof
shit.
that he has solicited
Jorrun's fake energy.
minors. So he is a lot like Lauren, just added stolen valor.
I forget how fucking funny this stream is.
Oh. Shit. So he's extra level scumbag.
extra level scumbag. Like, he leveled up the scumbagness.
Wow. He's a scumbag with ambition. I'm gonna address the
So
chat.
there we go.
Wow.
That's a rundown of Jason Blaha for anyone who wants to know more about it. And go look up DankNet stuff. It's a lot better than I can explain it.
Yeah, he digs deep. He's amazing. Wes Mos is here, sweetheart.
Jorrun, you're right. She does continue talking about it, and then she ends the conversation, that long ass fucking explanation, by saying, "Go watch DankNet's video." Like, what? Anyone that's interested in Jason Blaha would have already seen that.
Wes Mos, the guy who's
hi,
responsible. Wes, thank you so much. So, let me see, who else? Frigid, Off the Verge, my buddy is there. We made the mistake of bringing up Star Wars, so of course Andrew has to jump in with, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Oh my god, Dooney. I don't know if I welcome you to the stream. Yours and Callie's stream was great last night, by the way.
Fix the droid.
I don't think so. Because that wouldn't give time for Jorrun to talk.
All right, so Scarlett, Nicholas, Benny. I don't know if it's Benny or Beanie. Excuse me.
You okay?
Let me see.
Order 66 the droid.
The clothes didn't protect the droid!
I heard that.
Baby, I'm on live
That's
stream.
awesome.
Now's not the time to have a meltdown about Order 66.
Hi, Mr. Kennedy. Mr.
Hey,
McNabb.
everybody says hello, Mr. Kennedy.
Hello.
Hello!
Pleasure
He
to
says
meet
hello.
you. I hear him. Awesome. Amanda James. Oh, my darling Amanda.
This is so fucking awkward.
Miss Amanda James is here. Awesome. Let me see. Patrick Teacap, all the way from Ireland, representing. Yell at him, why don't you? Okay, so here we go. So the only other things I want to say is, congrats to my man Wes. Yes, Wes. I will always plug DankNet because DankNet is the biggest reason why I'm here today. But Wes killed it yesterday in an interview with the legend Chris Hansen. He did one of his productions up to his usual snuff, and then he did the interview with Chris. I don't know if you got to hear that yesterday.
I
Kennedy?
did not. I was in and out all day.
Well, it was great because Chris actually, he didn't give the name, but he very much addressed the Vince Nicotra situation. He was just like, I gave Vince this, this opportunity, this platform, and he's a fucking fool. He didn't say fucking, obviously, more professional than me. But he's just like, he ruined everything.
If you want to hear Chris Hansen curse, he does in his podcast, and it's hilarious. Because it's just so, like, yeah, it's just so, like, out there. To hear Jorrun, like, I mean, oh my god. Hansen, oh my gosh. Excuse me. I'm making Jorrun noises now. To hear Hansen, like, say the chat logs, like, uncensored.
Doxed so many people. He's this, unhinged bulldog, toothless bulldog, and that was really cool. And Wes made some points I like. He's just like, yeah, I helped this woman, but this woman is textbook what we are taught, as good people to protect. She's this tiny little frail thing.
Oh, okay, so he's talking about Muse.
She has the feeding tube. He met her in a wheelchair. So, that was pretty cool. But let's roll it around to Lorne now. We have the... Do you want to first go into the trailer of failure or first go into the RSO picture?
RSO picture.
All right, let me.
Yeah.
No, do people actually call Lauren's trail? I can't say that word. Lauren's mobile home. Do they actually call it a failure? Or is that like stolen from like Christian?
Definitely.
Awesome. Let me give my opinion first, because you mentioned something really interesting I didn't even notice.
I saw him mention.
So-
Yes. So like the first thing I noticed.
Oh,
was
hold on. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Let me give you mine first, because your opinion is actually gonna open up what I have to say. And the way you said it was so interesting, I want to present it with mine first, because you had something very smart to say.
He asked her, and then he said, excuse me, I want to go first." That's like something a fucking like grade schooler would do.
She's very smart.
You're very smart. Well, you're my live streaming partner. You must be smart. Lol. So I saw the RSO picture, and besides him definitely aging, his neck is as thick as his fucking head. I've always joked in my stuff that he is an evil ogre. Well, he got the look down. He's got his wide nose with a pimple. His neck, again, is so thick. And I'm like, okay.
He was really trying to get that ogre Lauren thing to stick. But it's not even funny, like remotely. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't even know where he even came up with that. Lauren doesn't look like an ogre, like maybe a mutant, but not an ogre.
The first time when Andy and Shin saw him about a year ago, they said, he looked jacked, he looked big, and I'm thinking, okay, he's probably been working out. What else do you have to do in jail all day? But in this picture, with that thick-ass neck,
Jorrun does kind of look like an ogre, I'm not even gonna lie.
he just looks bad, like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said something that I did not notice. Could you please tell our audience that, sweetheart?
All right. So, for a short amount of time during my senior year, or the summer after my senior year, I worked in a medical tent in Honduras. And
Ooh.
one of the first things I saw was his neck. And of course, if you work in medical tents, when somebody's neck's that enlarged, you start looking at glands.
So notice how like he keeps calling her sweetheart, but like she's not saying anything about that. But the baby was a problem, even though he like accidentally said that once. He only says that once.
Hands and stuff in the neck, because like if somebody's neck's that thick, you start worrying about what's going on in the neck area. But then I looked at his eyes and I saw that he has cancer jaundicing around the corners of his eye.
This stream is the most interesting thing Jason Blaha has ever done in his life, and he's not even in it.
Which usually means
Ooh.
liver failure or Hep C.
Wow. Now, what are the different ways someone can get Hep C? I'm vague on that.
Sexually transmitted disease using dirty needles.
Ooh.
Yes, it can very rarely be transferred by saliva in some cases if the
Mhm.
person is in the later stages of the Hep C. Getting cut and sorry.
By the way, I know I'm off topic, but something that I did notice about the most worst latest video is that Kennedy goes on for like 10-20 minutes talking about like talking about Mac and Cheese's pronouns to only like call Mac and Cheese a he at one point. She says, well, he or him, she says like, well, I'm just gonna call him she because I don't know his pronouns or something like that. And it's just like, what the fuck? I don't know.
You have saliva in an open wound, so if somebody accidentally spits when they talk on somebody's open wound, there's a
It's
lot
that
of ways
easy.
it can be transferred. It's very easy.
It's that easy. That needs to be like that needs to be a soundbite.
Oh, so what's your personal opinion? How do you think he got it? We both
That sounds like something Billy Mays would say.
agree he's a virgin, so that wouldn't be it.
Yeah, I would think it's either liver failure, which is the first thing I'd go to because he is such a heavy alcoholic. But if I had to guess, he's probably had it for a long time and no one's ever checked it. Because of the, like, where he lived in Memphis. Like I've said, I live 3 hours
That's what I'm saying, Wes.
away from Memphis, and I knew that area very well. I still know that area well. I can take you to it.
Well, that might have to happen. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
As Anthony Palumbo would say, I'm just saying.
A little bit of rundown for anybody who doesn't know. That was basically like 8 Mile of Memphis. There was a shooting every 30 minutes. Those places were trap houses, trap apartments, just dirty, nasty. The roof was falling in on some places, exposed wiring in others, exposed plumbing, just literally the worst of the worst.
Wow.
And when they ended up trying to start gentrifying that neighborhood, they had to come.
You know, you do notice things about these streams that you haven't, like, ever noticed before. Once you go back and watch them, like, each time you notice something new. Yeah, Danny, to be honest, that's why I'm kind of interrupting it to add in commentary more often than I usually would.
Come in with SWAT teams and shield guards to move everyone out and to get everybody to leave. And, like, go place to place, basically just swatting all the houses to move everyone out.
Wow.
So that they could basically bulldoze that entire...
I think this is probably the only Jorrun stream that I can't listen to by myself. Like, the other Jorrun streams and, like, pretty much all the videos I can listen to by myself, but I need someone to listen with this to.
place.
It was unsalvageable, right? Unsalvageable.
Yes.
Wow.
The apartments he was in were very unsalvageable. Like, they were considered a level C or D health hazard, basically, by the city, which is like saying.
How many levels are there?
It's like the health food. It's like food and safety stuff. Like, it goes all the way to F, but a C or a D means
You wouldn't want to live there.
you wouldn't want to live there. Definitely, if you get an F, the place is basically falling in on itself.
Sweetheart, this is very interesting. Let me just interrupt.
Is she talking about the place where Lauren apparently lived in Nashville, but then, like, people have said, like, she got it wrong. It wasn't even the place.
Say we have 27 viewers. Woo!
Nice.
The most I've ever had. So thank you. We already have
You're very welcome.
We have one dislike, which means Cornville Mafia has put me on the map. Yay! I'm discovered.
Well, I mean, it's probably just Lauren's friends because I'm talking
Wesmos
shit.
donated $3.
Wes!
Hi, Kennedy. I am unfamiliar with Jason Blaha. Could you please briefly explain who he is for the audience?
Oh,
You
we're gonna
guys are crushing it. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the stream.
Let's get back to him in a moment, because I don't want to stop this momentum. But we will do that, Wes. $3, thank you so much. I'm just going to address the chat here. I have a brand new person I never met, Jason Griffin. Welcome.
Hey, Logan White.
Duddy or Duty, I'm sorry. She's here. I saw her around. That is awesome. TCAP says someone punched Lauren in the nose. I can see that.
Oh yeah, it's like a poorly sat.
Clobber says Lauren's neck is as thick as a telephone book. So, let me see.
And that was actually funny from Clobber, but then Jordan ruined it.
Off the Verge.
Jordan knows how to ruin, like, actual funny jokes. I mean, that's just because of how unlikable Jordan is. I don't know. I feel like it's also, like, his timing. It's weird.
Says Lauren visibly is a bad liver. I would very much agree with Kennedy here.
It's either, yeah.
I would believe it is
It's
caused through
very
liver.
obvious.
I mean, someone in the chat.
Oh, well, we
mentioned-
know. Yeah.
Pardon me. Somebody in the chat
It's either
mentioned.
bad liver or Hep C.
Right. Someone in the chat mentioned Lauren may have gotten it through anal sex.
Laurel.
I could see that happening. You
They
have.
probably got raped by somebody with Hep C. Let's be honest with ourselves.
I follow a channel called After Prison Show, where the guy spent 7 years in prison and a lot more time in jail, and he said that the people who are most likely to get, I'm sorry for the phrase, friends, anally raped, were any sort of domestic abusers,
Why would he be sorry for that phrase if he'd already used it once?
with child molesters, rapists being the most likely. The average person in general does not have them happen to, but the people who get. So unless Lauren was in protective custody or in isolation, the chances of him getting, you know what, extremely.
See, Jordan didn't know TCAP enough to reference War Wrecker.
High.
Oh yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
it's weird.
I think
Yeah.
he went in with the Nazis in federal prison,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think he was in with the
It's not just bad. It's not just shit. It's like it's just weird. His like delivery is just odd.
Nazis during his stay.
Got you.
Like it's almost like impressive.
All right, so as much as I want to continue with this, Wes is paying my bills. Wes is the first person to ever give me anything on stream. So if you would be so kind, could you tell him a little more about Jason Blaha?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me.
You take your
Let
time.
me
No,
get. I was waddling through my house grabbing me a drink.
honey, seriously, like I told you, from the heart, your condition comes first. I'm a man. I don't know what it's like to have something growing inside me. So you do whatever you need to do.
God, that's such a weird fucking way to say it. It makes it seem like Kennedy has like maggots.
This is secondary.
All right. Okay. So, let's see.
This is for Wes.
Honey.
All right. So I left off.
Yeah, notice how she's not bringing up any of this during the stream. Like, she should have been like, you do not say that kind of things, or something. But it was a problem after he got called out. And yeah.
With basically him getting hated on because he let his fans basically be scumbags to a man who's very new.
It didn't sound like that. To me. It actually sounded like he was talking about like she had like eggs growing inside of her, like spidery eggs or like maggots or whatever.
Newborn child. Like, I am not going to quote what this person said, nor would I want anybody else to quote it. If anybody finds it, it's on them, because
I mean, to be fair, Jorrun is a cis man and has never had a kid before, so he probably doesn't know about like how pregnancy works. I mean, he's also a virgin, but that's not really related to that. But yeah, he probably doesn't know how that works.
what the person said was pretty fucked up. Like,
Which is something they should have learned in like sex ed, health class, whenever he was in school. But yeah,
by all accounts. And so,
Okay.
he ended up, a lot of people started finding times where he had lied and contradicted himself and things like that, and sure enough, eventually
that's what I'm
people
saying,
started
Danny.
digging into his past,
got
and
a
they found the
disease or
Dark
some
Eternal
shit.
account, the David Icke's account, things like that, where he had
Well, he did that shit with you too, Danny, though. He said, is that an autistic thing? Which is a fucking, like, really shitty thing to say.
basically been doing this for a while. So, Jason ended up, after
Is that how that
his
works,
little
Tron?
lawsuit with ended up basically being
Wes, I'm gonna be completely honest. I have, like, zoned her out. Like, it's hard for me to, like, pay attention because, like, her, like, stories go all over the place. It's like... I don't even know how to explain it.
It's
Like, you can't follow what she's saying because it's incomprehensible. It's like she's speaking a different language almost.
Paris.
yeah. He ended up basically being told that he might end up having to leave.
IRS.
Oh,
excuse me,
Cameras donated $1.
Thank you, Adam.
Can we start from the beginning of his life? I have no
He ended
idea
up
who
basically being
Jason
told he might
Blaha
have
is.
to leave the UK.
I'm sorry,
And so-
people are starting to fuck with me now, and they're like... Adam says, I want to hear the entire life story of Adam. Of Jason Blaha. Very funny, Adam. Thank you for disrupting. Please keep going.
And I'm sure I've rambled on stream too before. But I feel like, and maybe this is now, I feel like I do, like, get myself back on track.
Going, Kennedy. Oh no,
Look,
now
if
Wes
I went
also
into
wants
the
you to
live-
start at the beginning. I don't know what to do.
I mean, I've talked about shit people don't give a shit about just because it's something I wanted to talk about.
Now I honestly don't
If
know
I
what to do.
if I went into the whole life story of Jason Blaha, we would be here for hours.
Yes, and this is supposed to be a Lorem stream.
Jordan's getting pissed.
Like, this guy has so much fucking content. It takes days to basically comb through everything.
Yeah, guys, just go to Danknet. He is a very, very thorough...
How is that a lot of content if it takes only, like, days to do? Not even a week, just like a few days. How is that a lot?
history of the guy. And I want to talk about the trailer or failure and stuff.
I mean, it would probably take longer to like completely go down the rabbit hole of Jorrun at this point.
But long story short,
And I guess like, and I've thought about this too, and I guess like the best way, and I forget who mentioned this, it was someone on Heisenberg's stream, so I'm stealing their phrase. I guess the best way is to go watch the video on Westmo's channel, is the best way to kind of get a recap of the Jorrun stuff. And then, like, of course, Alpha Male Derek does some great stuff. Clobbering Time. I don't want to say me, because that's... I don't want to give myself too much credit. And it's weird to me that, like... And I know I am rambling right now. It's weird to me, like, that I've actually been the... People had no clue who Jorrun was, and they've actually come into my streams, and I'm the way that they found out about Jorrun. That's bizarre to me. That's crazy.
this man ended up being called out by a website called Popular Military.
It has in Jorrun streamer. And
And then this man
it's not bad.
decides that he is going to do
That's a
the
B.
dumbest thing a man can, who lives in fucking Texas with his sister and his ex-stripper girlfriend. And threaten veterans.
Oh,
Is she talking about Jason Blaha still?
oh, shit. Shit.
Yes.
My dad is a vet. He would not be pleased to hear that.
Both of my grandfathers were vets. One of my cousins is a vet, is in the military.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend, who I grew up with since I was little bitty, like we were in diapers together. Her two siblings.
No offense to veterans, but who the fuck cares who's a veteran in your family? Like, what does this have to do with Lorne? Technically speaking, Lorne was a veteran, so maybe they can give, like, a transition back into Lorne. I don't think that's what happens, but maybe it could work. I mean, like... I mean, like, both of my parents are veterans, but, like, I don't talk about it. That's actually how they met, so that's actually, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. But I don't talk about it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with Jorrun. Roach Bailey is an old school choreographer at this point, award-winning too. It hasn't even been a year yet, though. No, what? Wait. It has been, because I started my channel back in, I think it was, like, December of 2020. Wow. So I've been in the community longer than Jorrun was. Huh.
One's in the Air Force, the other's in the
So it's been a year
Marines.
and a half.
Uh-huh.
No, nobody is happy about that. And her father was in the Air Force. So, nobody's
Ooh.
happy about
Yeah,
it.
I can imagine. Hey, I got a new subscriber, Precious. My notifications. Somebody named Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron
hi,
E,
Aaron.
thank you. Awesome.
Shout out to Aaron E.
But, yes, long story short, Jason Blaha decided that he was going to threaten
Who has showed up in almost, like, all my streams.
veterans in the middle of Texas. Which is,
Yeah, Jorrun lasted 6 months, and that's, I don't know, that's kind of neat, I guess. Of course, I don't really think, like, I have anything that would get me kicked out of the community. The only thing would be, like, the only thing I can think of is, like, shit that I did, like, whenever I was, like, a teen. And, like, the only thing that was, like, maybe like, some offensive jokes. Like, there's no, like, sexual shit. Like, I mean, like, I sexted back then, but, like, of course it was all, like, consensual. But yeah, like, as an adult, there's nothing that I've really done that would get me canceled. So that's why, like, whenever Jorrun said, like, he was worried about trolls, like, no, I've never worried about trolls. That's a trolling. I don't feel like that's normal. That shows, like, he's a lolcow. And he has to be somewhat self-aware. He had to have been. Even if it was deep down. He had to have known what he was doing was wrong.
yeah, it's pretty much one of the capitals of vets. Like,
Okay.
they just kind of retire out to there a lot more than anywhere else.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, after supper biscuit. No fake chat logs. So Kelpill, is Kennedy where you got the idea to do fake chat logs?
It's Columbus, Mississippi,
Welcome to the chat, Kelpill.
Texas, and Alabama down here.
Okay.
And then, of course, Florida, because those are all big bases around us.
Got you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Interesting. Daphne is here. Hello, Daphne, my new darling. She's awesome. Okay.
So, yeah, the dude is pretty fucked up, and now he has gone back and said that he was just trolling by
That's a trolling.
threatening this man's wife and child.
That's actually in the stream. I'm the one that pointed that out. It'll. I don't. I've been going for an hour and a half. Yeah, it'll pop up.
Fuck.
And then by threatening fucking veterans.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Piece
Yeah,
of
he is a
shit.
very big piece of shit. Like, on the scale of Dustin.
I can't hear the phrase "piece of shit" without thinking of the call that Jorrun's friend did. Yeah, there should be two.
Nick Fettridge to Lorne,
Uh-huh.
he excels even past Dustin Nick Fettridge.
But supposedly, according to Kennedy, which I don't fucking believe her, she said that the reason there wasn't another one was because Jorrun, like, called her baby in this one or something like that.
At this point.
Whoa. Damn. Who would you say is worse, Dustin or Lorne?
Well, Dustin was gonna I believe Dustin was gonna excuse the language,
This part's gross too. That Kennedy would even say this. I'm glad that I can finally like talk about like the Kennedy parts because this is fucking gross. No one would have thought like anything like this. And this is not like normal to even think about. Like I knew she's not like supporting it or whatever, but it's fucking weird.
mutilate this girl's genitals.
Ah.
There is no doubt in my mind that that's what he was gonna use that razor for. No doubt.
Sad shit.
And some people can argue with me, but there is no doubt when you bring
Okay, so there was another one. She just so she lied about that too.
a razor to somebody's house who is underage,
Yeah.
that's a pretty
Shit. Now, do you think he would intentionally do that, or do you think it would be an accident?
I go back and forth. I think
gotcha.
it would have maybe been an accident at first and then became purposeful.
Gotcha. Wow.
I go back and forth. It's hard for me to like 100% without a doubt say
Gotcha.
because I don't know a lot about DNAC.
Where is he from? Do you know his state of origin?
That's what I'm saying, honest.
I like his accent. I mean, honestly, and that's how he would kind of fool me if I met him on the street, because he just sounds like, "Oh, I really want to hold you."
That didn't sound anything remotely like Dustin McFedrich. I'm not gonna do my impression, but that's like not even close.
I cannot think of it off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Next up, do you want to talk about the trailer of Failure, or do you want to go back to your experience with what Lauren's living arrangements was like?
We can go back to that real quick because I was
Sure.
gonna just say like,
To be honest, Wes, I can kind of understand why he didn't like streaming with her. I don't think I would like streaming with her.
if he does have Hep C, it would not surprise me that it was from that place.
From the trailer?
No, or from the trailer. I can't speak.
Join the
Or
club.
the from the place in.
Join the club. That's the first time I've ever heard Jorrun. I missed that. I never thought that Jorrun like insulted him. and I know I got loud, sorry. That's the first time that I ever heard Jorrun insult himself about, like, wait. I thought Jorrun spoke better than Lorne, though.
Memphis because, like I said, I had the unfortunate ability to.
Someone speaking normal is a better D-back impression. Well, see, Wes, that's weird too, that he wanted money, and, like, people have offered him money now. So, like, why not come back?
Go into one of those places before it got completely and totally, like, of course we snuck in because we were all teenagers.
Yeah, was that archived? And that was like $5 at, like, the very end. It was like a pity donation.
Oh, this
Wanted
gets
to
more
see what
interesting.
this place was. Yeah, so we snuck into these, like, abandoned, about to be tore down places in fucking Memphis, like dumbasses, of course, because we're teenagers.
Yeah.
And, like, when we opened up the door to these places, like I said, exposed wiring, exposed ventilation, just
Living like an
mold.
animal.
Yeah, like, it was mold everywhere, holes in the walls, just, and you can go online to Church of God and see the place when Lauren lived there, and it had not changed much.
So the funny thing is, between him living in Memphis and him living in the trailer of failure, it's mold, it's
Wow, you donated $20?
exposed wiring, it's holes in the wall, and he's sleeping on a pile of clothes like a dog, like an animal, and he's going to bring a 13-year-old back to that. That just makes him even more reprehensible in my eyes. Right? That just makes him even worse of a creep.
Yeah, it was yeah, so the place where he was about to bring this girl, I can tell you this, the carpet was fucking nasty when
Logan, because she doesn't know shit about Lorne. Neither one of them knew shit about Lorne, so they had, like, they really had no right. You don't have the right to stream about Lorne, which is what makes this a disaster of a stream.
I went in there, and I've seen pictures from Church of God.
Wow.
And
Jorrun never corrects her either.
like the Yelp reviews.
Oh. Incoming.
DNA donated $3. DNA was here.
Thank you for $3. DNA.
The carpet is basically a little terraform of mold.
Wow. Good wording, by the way.
Like that, there is no
Wow.
carpet, I believe, anymore. It's just like a terraform of mold everywhere.
And you told me about a type of mold I personally am not familiar with.
Red mold. There was
yeah.
red mold.
Wow.
I mean, of course, that could be a southern colloquial term for what a lot of people might call that
Yeah.
specific type of mold, but
Oh, someone's coming in.
Tiffany Lockhart donated $1.
Thank you, Doc.
No, that wasn't actually Tiffany Lockhart, was it, Wes? That was you.
Darling.
Kennedy, I am curious how you would have catfished Lorne if you had the chance.
but red
Oh.
mold is a thing. I don't know if it's like what specific kind of mold it is, but I do know it's
DNA, supposedly she's talking about Lorne's apartment whenever he was in 2007, whenever he lived in Nashville, but she keeps saying Memphis, and it's not even it's not the right house. So I don't know.
it's an actual thing. It's a mold that has a red hue to it.
Kennedy, I don't know if you can
Yes.
hear notifications when I'm getting them. Can you hear that
I
on your side?
cannot.
Okay, we just got $1 from Miss Tiffany Lockhart.
Oh, thank you, precious.
And she wanted a question. She asked you a question, and it's so good. It's my pleasure. She said, if you could catfish Lauren,
You!
which, by the way, Jorrun 100% supports, how would you catfish him? What would your character be like, or whatever? She didn't get much more specific.
I would just be myself. I'm
Really?
not even gonna lie, Tiffany. Like I thought about just because I'm from the South, so like.
Those would be like, that would be like the word. I don't like the Winnie calls. I'm gonna be honest. But that would be the worst catfish ever if Kennedy did it.
Down here.
Like ever. Wow. Except maybe Billa Jonky or whatever, Jank or whatever her name is. That's probably the worst.
We don't really, in my family at least, we don't take shit from nobody.
Nice.
No one. Not our husbands, not our kids, not our own family. We take shit from no one. We take no prisoners. So,
Incoming.
After Supper Biscuit donated $3. This stream is straight garbage, not yours. The Jorrun stream bleed purple.
Thank you for the $3 after Supper Biscuit. I didn't think you were talking about mine, but yeah.
of course, I would just be myself. Because I take no shit from no one. The first time he started yelling at me like a child, I'd just keep hanging up on him till he stopped.
Ooh. I'll tell you what. So my thing is, I really want the next catfish to have an accent. I've been heavily trying to strong-arm Australian Lorenographers to do it because I love that accent. I really like your accent. I don't know if I told you. So,
you did not, but thank you.
You're very welcome. So it definitely, that would be pretty fucking cool. Chat says, Lauren Identity says red mold is just a big pile of blood.
It looks like blood because when it starts seeping through,
He was really interested into the Australian accent. I mean, this is gonna sound mean, but I don't know why. I don't mean that in like a mean way. Like, Melena's great, but yeah. Heavily Strong Army Australians is my punk band name. That's a great punk band name. I think Jorrun would get off on the calls. I think he probably has actually. Some of like the calls whenever this is going. I don't even want to like really go into this too much, but I think like the calls that like maybe Tiffany, Ember, Ramona, whenever they were getting a little bit flirtatious with Lauren, I think he enjoyed that.
because it's like the mold just keeps growing, and the way that, because building codes are very lax here in the South, we don't take mold very often in a lot of our stuff.
Gotcha.
When it starts bleeding through your walls, it does look like blood splotches almost.
That's scary as fuck. Shit. I'd be like, my ass is out of here. Shit.
It is very creepy looking.
Shit. Let me address our new friends. SJ Maple. Hey, thanks for coming, brother.
His new friends.
Joey's Teacap is here.
Joey! I've missed you.
Katie Kev says the guy posing with a female voice should catfish Lauren next. I ain't the one.
Queens who would be down for it.
Ooh, yes, excellent. In my Mr. Burns voice, excellent.
I could probably talk.
His Mr. Burns impression's probably the closest impression I've ever heard from him. It's not good, but it's the closest.
You drag queens who absolutely hate child predators into doing it, because I know a bunch of drag queens. Which, by the way, I'm going to plug this. There
Go
is
ahead,
a
go ahead.
short documentary.
What a subtle brag. I know a lot of, like, what a like, weird brag. I know a lot of drag queens. What? So?
That has one of my mother's best friends, who is my godfather, in it, called Gay in the South. If you want to go check that out and give that some love, if you're into that, please do.
Cool. Oh, baked salmon. One of my closest friends and the guys I've worked with most. Baked salmon is here, ladies and gentlemen. Baked and I were talking today about our next project. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it is forthcoming.
Well, he was 48 here, but I don't know. I don't get the... I know there's other, like, men that do that, but, like, I don't get it. Also, something that I thought was really weird, and I know I'm talking, like, going off on a tangent here, but it's related to the stream. About, like, the most worst recent video is, like, Kennedy bragged about, like, getting nudes from guys. That's such a weird thing to say, like, you don't want, but then, like, brag about it. I don't get it.
So if you loved what we did in the past, we did a Jorrun's Theater of the Mind where he knocked out the park. We did an MST3K thing about Lauren's cooking show. Very proud of our work together. We're going to be doing more together. Excuse me.
Well, you guys are all, everyone in the chat here is all, like, my best friend. You guys are all, like, my brothers and sisters and whatever non-binary people use. Siblings. There we go.
So, let me see. If anybody wants to participate, for Miss Tiffany Lockhart, you can give her bananas in the chat. Clobbering Time, if you want to give him hammers, by all means. Baked, I don't know what we give Baked. He and Wes, of course.
We give him a stream.
Not a fishing hook, that would be wrong.
Yeah. A
Scar-
stream, maybe.
Scarlett gave him a fish and what looks like a king. That's cool. So, yeah. Let me see. What else can we discuss? So, yeah. Oh, let's see. TCAP says you have to join Jorrun's OnlyFans for the next project. I did, and you won't be... I don't even know what an OnlyFans is.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Jorrun knew exactly what an OnlyFans was.
I mean, I'm still so new. I'm learning shit. I don't have a Twitter up yet. Wes is like, what's your Twitter? I'm like, I have this. Like, I have Streamlabs now, and I have this channel. That's the entirety of my empire, so...
Didn't he have an Instagram? Well, he had his Facebook, too. So he expected people to not know his real name, yet he used his personal... he used his personal Facebook to advertise his videos, his Jorrun comedy videos. And in some of his videos, he says Stefan. How are people not going to know?
Clobber says
That's my favorite Jorrun laugh, I think. Well, except the non-existent pizza laugh. The money he spent on OkCupid has probably went into OnlyFans now. I wonder if he's buying Muse's stuff.
I will play Thought Crimes in your minds if you don't.
I don't know, because Muse doesn't dress as Eugenie.
TCAP recipes like I just give everyone toilet paper. Very cool. Okay, so what else here? Trailer.
What would you guys do if you saw like if you happen to see like Jorrun on like OnlyFans or Pornhub or something like that? Like
Of failure. We could discuss that.
Oh God.
What else did we talk
What?
about
What?
yesterday you want to get into?
We got. Oh God. I got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I know, like after
So-
yesterday it's like we could go anywhere.
Jesus Christ, Jorrun.
Y'all could almost throw out topics.
Yeah, like we can start off on the trailer. We call it.
Incoming.
Wes Most donated $3. Here is a nice Easter egg I just realized. Jorrun was so excited about this stream and the $80 that it was a few hours later that I was able to get him to join Twitter. It was the same day he first called Breed so relaxing.
Wow. That's something. So I bet he thought that like joining Twitter would not only get him breeds, but would also like make him more popular on YouTube and get him more money. Yeah, the weird thing about Yeah, he said it. I got a few comments. He said that he didn't want people to know about his Stefan Sings channel, but he let everyone know that he had a singing channel. This is why you don't. He also and this is replying to Wes. He always did like a warm up, or however you want to say, like he did like a practice stream before doing a stream. Like Jorrun was so fake with this shit that he had to have everything planned out. The comment? The donation? Here, I'll play it again.
Wes Most donated $3. Here is a nice Easter egg I just realized. Jorrun was so excited about this stream and the $80 that it was a few hours later that I was able to get him to join Twitter. It was the same day he first called Breed so relaxing.
There you go, Vex.
On trailers down here.
You know, I wonder if I would have been interested in a Jorrun while he was making content. Honestly, I think I would have went like far and did like a liquid Jorrun, because number one, I didn't have a channel. No one would have known who I was. Jorrun probably would have got my videos taken down, but I would just keep making new channels. I would just call it Jorrun Comedy too.
Failure. That's a
And
new one on me.
Trailer. But everybody else calls them something else, and every
Uh-oh.
time I speak to somebody from up north, I try to change what I say, but it ain't happening.
Yeah. So far we're communicating okay, but occasionally I just know I'll throw out something, or you will, and be like, stop. What is that?
Yeah, I'm sure
You did pretty
eventually I'll say something where you're like, what? What's that?
Excuse me? I was telling
But excuse me?
I was telling you yesterday how obviously I'm from New England like Lorne, but being a few states away and me being a lot more, citified area, a lot more populous area can be very different. And the only phrase he uses that I've ever heard here, because he sounds country with a capital C and some of the way he pronounces things like again and Rolly.
I don't really think Lorne sounds country. I just think he has a Maine accent. So fuck it, I'll stop. I remember that line actually. Yeah, he mentioned your BBC. Why do you think he mentioned that so much? That's the question for everyone.
But in my
Hey,
area,
country.
what's that?
I said, hey, country.
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 But he says good in you, and I have heard good in you, and I probably said it. And
Does Jordan realize how like close he is like becoming Jorrun? Like he's like the New England, and another stream he does the poet. Someone mentions Lorne's poetry, and he's like, I used to do poetry. The guitar, the age, the baldness. Like, how is he that like unself-aware? Did Jordan think he was doing like a Liquid Chris thing with Lorne? Is that what he thought? Because he was close to. I don't know. I think so too. I think Jordan would be more interested in seeing like someone have sex with his girlfriend or whatever than actually having sex with his girlfriend. And as far as like Jordan being a virgin debate, I think he is, except I think he's gotten like a blowjob once or twice and the reason why I say that is because he's never actually mentioned having sex, but he has mentioned having a blowjob, and it would make sense. And now the reason why he doesn't want to meet people is because his dick doesn't work anymore.
someone who was actually Great Baspy's daughter, Cyber Squeak, she's just like, okay, so in what context do you use that? I go, good in you is, so basically someone says, hi, how you doing? And we say good in you, which is just a very quick way of saying, I am doing fine today, and how are you yourself? We just contract that into good, comma, in you, good, and yourself. So
Yeah, down here we when we ask somebody how they're doing, we say, "How's your mama and them?"
Oh, I like that. How's your mama doing?
Or no, it's how's your mama and them. Basically, how's your mama and your family?
Oh, mom and them. Okay, yeah.
Mama and them. But it's
Gotcha.
all one word.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop. You're like, what?
Mama and them. How's your mama and them?
I like
Which
it.
basically means how are you and how's your family. So like, that's the way we say that, and how you respond is just, they all right, I guess.
There was one country phrase.
Jorrun is a peeper? I think so. Aaron E. Wow. Nice to see you here. You actually got mentioned earlier.
But I think it's more Midwestern than Southern. But I had a buddy, he was from, I believe, Ohio. And he said they would finish, I don't know if it was a greeting or a closing, but they'd be like, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Oh, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise.
There you go, which is so much more country than anything I would ever hear in my part of the country. It's like,
Oh yeah,
and it's not creek, it's crick.
Creek, not crick. Creek.
Yes. But Precious.
Which is yes.
Oh, hold on. Incoming.
Wesmos donated $1.
Wes.
Today is the 1-day anniversary of Bakeline. Will you sing happy birthday to Baked Salmon and I?
Oh, it'd be my honor.
Sherry, shut your fucking whore mouth.
That just went over the air.
I'm so sorry. My
Sherry,
cat.
watch it.
All right, I think that's it. Wait. No, actually, okay. I'll stream to the 1 hour mark.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I thought I muted
fine.
myself to yell at my cat.
You didn't. All right, people. It was a cat, not a human being. It's okay. But Precious, Precious. We just got more money from Westmos today.
Oh, pussy.
Today is the 1 year anniversary of Bake.
Oh God, here it is. I have to at least hear them sing this.
Line. He
Oh,
requested.
that's fine.
He requested you, I, together, whatever, sing "Happy Birthday," and it would be an honor.
Do we do it Marilyn Monroe style or?
You're female, so you do it Marilyn Monroe, and I'll just do it R&B style, because that's how I like to do it.
Who the fuck? What? How are there's different styles of Happy Birthday? You just what? I thought you're just supposed to sing. You just sing it. There's no like styles. What? It's very weird her obsession with Marilyn Monroe too. That's her genies.
All right. You do it first.
Sure. Luckily, I was smart, and I warmed up. I did vocal exercise before this, but this is for my very good friend, Baked Salmon, a.k.a. Phil, for the 1 year anniversary. Here we go.
AKA Phil. What the fuck, Jorrun?
Happy birthday to you. Happy.
And they both sound terrible. I mean, they may have sounded a bit better together, but no, they both sound terrible.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bakeline. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Here's a chair squeak.
There you go.
Shades of Wings of Redemption.
Somebody yelling at your cat the same way Lauren yells at his catfish. Yes, because she's being weird and trying to like scream for no apparent reason. Like she's standing at the end of the hallway screaming. And I fed you. I petted you. What do you want?
Okay. Daphne Delilah says, "Is that a Boston accent? I am originally from..."
You know, why would he even, like, warm up his voice or like, get prepared to sing if he, I lost it. Never mind.
From Massachusetts, Daphne. So, accent is similar. Boston is even more nasal. And they use a couple terms we don't use.
Oh, if he, holy shit, I can't, I can't get it out.
Like they call soft drinks tonic. But yeah.
Oh, if this wasn't a singing stream, why would he, like, be prepared for singing? That's weird.
That's pretty much my accent. Do you want to sing now?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear babe. Happy birthday to you.
It's getting hot. How come?
There we go. Sorry, Dave.
That was, yeah, both of them, just now, they both sang. Both of them definitely thought they both, like, nailed it out of the park. They were like, yeah, I sounded so good. It's like, it's just the happy birthday song. Chill. But anyway, I think that is yeah, the happy birthday song for sure. Nice Doc's ass hat. He does, yeah. I'm glad. Well, I guess he does know my name now. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm glad that he didn't know my name, but I guess he does now. But anyhow, thank you everyone for 30 more minutes. I can't stream any longer. I will try to stream again sooner rather than later. I don't know when, but I'm still able to stream, especially this month. Next month is going to be a little bit different. Especially like I can't stream at all on Thursdays next month. So yeah, it's going to be a bit tighter just because I have like a lot more going on, and just my schedule will be tighter next month and it's going to be like that up until July, actually, coincidentally enough. Which is good for me and good for my channel, and also, you know, nice for everything. But anyhow, thank you guys for the donations, of course, first of all. And thank you guys for everyone in the chat for showing up. I'm sorry I had to end the stream quick, but yeah, like I said, I gotta go. So thanks everyone for showing up, and I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day.
Hunger Strike, Temple of the Dog. Rock on. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence, but I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah. But it's on the table, the fire is cooking, and they're farming babies, the slaves are working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry, yeah. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. Oh, I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Oh, but it's on the table, the fire is cooking, and they're farming babies, the slaves are working. And it's on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, I'm going hungry. no mouth stealing bread.